Welcome to another video from East Beds Bushcraft, the home of #survival.
Greetings bushcrafters and survivalists, it's Buzz here again. And we've had quite a good run on the old noodle reviews of late, I found. They've been both pleasing, filling and tasty. So I've got another one here which I picked up while I was out and about for a change. Yes, I actually bought some noodles instead of having them given to me. These ones, I thought I'd go traditional, okay? So I must admit I did sneak a couple of different seafood ones in for later. But this one is a braised beef flavour noodle, okay? So braised beef, or traditional flavour I would say. Or would I put it down? Beef is the usual standard flavour for these sorts of things, but this is braised beef, so I'm looking for something extra here. It's the White Elephant is the trademark, and it seems to be made by some company called BRAISED. There you go. Anyway, first thing is I've got some water on, and the first thing with these is let's look at price. Okay, so I bought these. I've actually got a receipt because I bought them. There you go. So I can tell you that I got these for £1. There you go. £1. They can actually, you can buy these also in a 5-pack at £5. So there you go. Anywhoosie, I was looking on the back and could I find the instructions? No, I couldn't. And I was then thinking I'm being a bit of a dimbo because the instructions are underneath the folded bit of plastic. So we have to cook the noodles and the vegetables. Do you know we're having a run of this? Cook the noodles and the vegetables in 500 millilitres of boiling water. Then after 2 minutes of cooking them, make sure the noodles are evenly heated and not tangled. I don't know how I'm going to check that they're not tangled. I have no idea. Okay, so cook them for 2 minutes, stir, make sure that they're evenly heated. Then after 1 minute, so I'm assuming I have to just leave them there cooking for another minute. It doesn't say cook for another minute, it just says after a minute, add the seasoning and the sauce pack into the pot. Oh, and continuously cook for another minute. Right, then it says turn off the fire. Right, well, that looks like it's coming up towards the boil, so let's have a look and see what's in the packet. Right, we have our, I'm getting used to these kind of noodle cakes. The noodle bowl, cake of noodles. What's this one? Right, vegetable pack. Okay, nice big green vegetable pack. And then these are the two, the seasoning and the, how do they describe it? Sauce pack. Right, so let's just add those bits in to start with. And let's see if we can get this into my Crusader cup. There we go. And on the bottom of that starts to soften up. Let's get our vegetable pack undone without spilling vegetables everywhere. Right, let's push that down carefully because we do not want to tip our cup up. Come on noodles, get in there. Come on. Submit to my spork. The power of the spork. I have the power. So my son took me to see Master of the Universe. Ooh, looks like we're going to turn that down, down. There you go. He took me to see the new Master of the Universe movie. And do you know what? I was unsure what it would be like. And do you know what? Highly recommend it. I was literally crying with laughter. All vegetables going in there. Right. So we've got to do this for 2 minutes. Technically, the noodles have already had a little bit. There we go. Timer on. Let's just mix those up a little bit. There we go. So yeah, I went to see Master of the Universe, and it was actually really funny. Funny in a adult way. I'm not going to spoil it, but if you do go to the cinema, if you get the chance, I would recommend you go and see Masters of the Universe, because it was hilarious. They've done it so well. So well. Anyway, not that that's got anything to do with bushcraft or noodles. I don't think I saw anybody eating noodles in it, so there we go. Anyway, we're on a 2-minute timer, so let's fast forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cue the wise old noodle owl. Right, that's our 2-minute timer. So let's stop that. Let's get rid of that, because I've got to put a 1-minute timer on this next. Because the instructions said I need to make sure that they're evenly cooked and not tangled. Well, the vegetables are certainly looking good in there. We've got some big chunks that have rehydrated. That's always looking good. Now we need to do this for another minute. So let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yep, the noodle owl is still with us. He hasn't gone away yet. Right. Thank you, noodle owl. Okay, so it's had another minute cooking. Now we need to add the seasoning. So far, time has flown by doing this one. Right, in goes the seasoning. Okay. And then we have the sauce. The sauce. As Nigella would say, all of the sauce. Oh, this feels a bit gritty actually. And hard to get out the packet. It's not congealed, it's just quite gloopy. Wow. Okay. Just gonna get any more of that out of there. Okay. It's a bit of a gloopy sauce, that one. Right, let's stir that in. Right, suddenly I'm getting an infusion of the smell of beef. And it is quite powerful. Up till now, obviously, there's been no flavouring in it. So, no smell. I'm getting quite big bits of cabbage out of it. Right, go for it. 1 more minute. Right, that won't take long, so let's have a look at the rubbish. Rubbish going in the bag. As always, we're at camp. Let's face it, we're at the apocalypse. The world has been destroyed. We're sitting on the side of a mountain, on the hillside. Is it mountain? Could be a mountain. And we are tucking into our supplies to see us through. But there's no reason at all to start putting rubbish, even more rubbish onto the planet. So small plastic packet can go home and be disposed of. Although at the apocalypse, one assumes that one's home is no more. So we just have to go and be sensible. And I don't know, what would you do in the apocalypse with your rubbish? I suppose you just need to start a new rubbish dump, or find somewhere that you can put your rubbish and say, right, that's it. Hey, the noodle owl's crept up on us. Didn't even get a 5 countdown. Right, it's been in there a minute. Thank you, noodle owl. And down. Yeah, that's a good question actually. Let's turn the heat off. Turn off the fire. So, yeah. In the fall, so this is totally hypothetical, but let's just society has fallen. We are in the wasteland. It doesn't mean you have to be a dirty bugger and start polluting the place, if you know, after such an event. So I suppose put your comments in the bottom. Tell me, what would you do with your rubbish? Okay, you've now not got a recycling lorry coming around once every fortnight. Well, that's how it works where I am. You've not got any dustbins or anything, but you've still got food and MREs that are in plastic and foil bags. Okay, you can't just keep carrying them around in your backpack, because your backpack's going to end up being full of rubbish. I suppose you're just going to have to make your own waste spoil pile or something. Or if you're on the move, I don't know. What do you do in the wasteland? Somehow it's counterintuitive to me to just drop something on the floor because I don't litter. So, you know, I would normally put it where it can be collected and taken off to landfill or whatever. So I suppose that's the only thing you do. Maybe you make your own landfill. You dig a hole, put it in there, and carry on rather than leaving it rolling around. Mind you, the radioactive rats will probably find it and dig it up. Right, here we go. So, let's have our first impression. It's definitely beefy. It definitely smells beefy. Let's have a look at the noodles. Now, I was meant to check that they weren't tangled. Well, they're coming out nicely. Actually, look at that. They keep on coming. How far can he go? Wow! That is big noodles. I like long noodles. Right, these are going to be hot. Okay. All right. Right, let's fast forward while I munch my way through my lunch. Munch my lunch. There you go. Maybe I should make that a new catchphrase. Okay. Let's fast forward while I munch my lunch. Well, not bad. Not amazing, but actually I would say these as beef flavour are above average. Not spicy, but they've got a peppery taste to it kind of tasted like I got plain noodles and stuck an OXO cube in there, but with a bit of added black pepper. So I like the flavour because it was beefy and not too overpowering, and it had that kind of peppered steak flavour to it, but not too much. Lovely tasting noodle soup. I think for a beef flavoured noodle, these are punching above their weight. The mixed vegetables were certainly biteable. A lot of them stayed kind of to the end, so when you drunk your soup, you had a lot of cabbage, which you could taste it was cabbage, and carrot. Where I think these were lacking is that having such nice dehydrated vegetables in there, and since it's beef, it would have been nice if there'd been some dehydrated chunks of meat that would be in there as well, but you're just relying on the flavouring for the beef. So overall, a good noodle. A pound, so it's a pound. What do you get for a pound? So, Mr. Fiddler, it's a pound. Yeah, I would say they're punching above their weight. They're better than average. I'll give them a good 7. So there you go. The White Elephant braised beef noodles, if you can find those. Packet of 5 at £5, or individually a pound. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Anyway, thank you for tuning in to yet another noodle video. I still want your recommendations. I want your feedback. Let me know what you feel, because I know some of you are still hanging in there and watching my videos about noodles, which is kind of mad. But hey, I said I was going to do it, and I'm sticking to my guns, and I hopefully am proving that I can stay the course on the noodles. So anyway, give me your recommendations, comments in the bottom, you know where to go, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one.
Thank you for watching. Please like and share this video and subscribe to the East Beds Bushcraft channel. See you all again soon.